7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Happy Monday, everybody. I'm over on the lake. Just going along. I'm pulling my sets on the lake today. It's I got 1 day left of vacation, so I'll do most of the day tomorrow, finish up my skinning, and do the cleanup and stow my gear and all that good stuff. Plus tomorrow's opening day of deer season, the firearms season. So I think what I'm going to do is sneak back behind that beaver dam. I've been seeing a lot of deer tracks back there. Sneak behind that beaver dam and just sit there part of the day after, you know, and then I can check my line over there on the way out, so I won't have to worry about this line. So I'm just pulling gear, double checking everything, make sure I don't leave anything. That would be a bummer in all ways. So let me turn you back on if I make any catches or whatever, and I don't know, have fun, have a great day, whatever. I'll turn you back on in a minute. Here we are once again at the magic spot. I'm over on the creek now, of course, and I see the trap is missing. It's off the backside. That's bizarre. That's unfortunate. Got tangled up. I had a little ring out. Dang it, I hate when that happens. That's kind of scary. I just found one of my clothespins floating in the water. But we had a catch here, so he just went off the other way. I'll reset it. Alright, here we go, off to the lake. What a beautiful day it turned out to be. I love Mondays now. So I'm back over here by the beaver dam. And I came on that mink set with the muskrat. And some of you will recognize that tail. I got a big old beautiful buck mink in it. Awesome. Kind of made my day since I got totally skunked on rats. Well, actually, it super made my day. That's my favorite animal. And then I came over here to where I had the drowner set, and I see no trap. So at the end of that cable underwater there, hopefully there'll be a critter. So I'm going to have to get back in the kayak to pull that up. So let me get this mink out of the trap, and I'll show you when I get it cleaned up and laid out. Chow for a minute. Alright, here's a better shot of that mink. Got him dried out as best I could. It's a beautiful critter. Good size one too. He's got the classic white chin, white diamond on his chest, and boy does he smell good. I got you on close up. Holy, sorry about that. So it's your typical mink. I'm excited, made my day. It's the only catch I had all day. So I'm going to set a couple more traps down that way. What happened with that beaver trap, I have no clue. I thought somebody stole it, but I found it down at the end of the wire. It was snapped, and it had one little tiny white hair in it. It almost looks like it could be a hair off that mink's chest. But with those powerful springs, I don't even know if that mink could set that trap off. But something did and got out. So onward and upward, I guess. Opening day deer hunting tomorrow. I think I'm going to be right over in this area if the wind is right, because this is kind of the sanctuary in this thick nasty stuff. Over that way behind that big pine tree is the road. I mean, another, I don't know, quarter mile, but most of the hunters come in from that direction. So here I'm kind of getting ahead of the game, which would be awesome. I'll just bring my lawn chair and my 45 1911 and just sit here in the thick shit and see what happens. Alright, anything else happens, I'll turn you on. There's nothing in the other couple of mink traps, so I didn't bother showing them. Alright, take care. Alright, I want to show you how to prepare a skin for the freezer, especially if you're selling raw or green, you know, just like this to the fur buyer. This is how I was told they like it. You got a center seam here. Just bring it into the center. Flesh to flesh. You want to leave it rough skin so it helps stop it from drying out. Fold it right up to the nose. Squeeze all the air out, because that will make it dry out also in the freezer. Bring it to the center. Everything nice and neat. Squeeze all the air out. You bring this halfway in, actually a third in. Make sure it's nice and flat. Then you bring the head, lays right on top of everything. So you got a nice little bundle. That way when you get to the fur buyer, if you're selling it green, he can look right here and see the prime of the fur. They actually got a calculation where he can measure this and get a pretty close approximation of the square inches. So that's how I used to sell them when I didn't have the room to, and then you want to lay this nice and flat in the freezer and let it stiffen up. Then you can slide it right into a plastic bag, and then you can slide it into a paper bag. But make sure they stay nice and flat like this. That way he can see it's a nice prime beaver. Got good fur on it, good color. And then he can give you a better than average raw price if you just roll it. The guy didn't like to see him rolled because he couldn't see the fur. So there you go. Ready for the freezer.